is News 3 Now at 10.
Thanks for joining us. Tonight, we're hearing the voice of a little girl who most of us only know through tragedy. A video from 4 years ago features Anissa Scott, who was shot and killed last week.
Amanda Quintana shows us the topic of that video, which is haunting, it's sad, but perhaps after all of this, may finally lead to change.
I just want to go outside and play, like a 7-year-old's supposed to do. I don't want to die.
A heartbreaking request from Anissa Scott, just 7 years old at the time, praying for a little boy shot and killed in Chicago.
It kind of hurts me today because I told her, oh, well, you know, that wouldn't happen to you.
Anissa's stepfather, Raphael Ragland, remembers filming the video, haunted by what he told Anissa.
Where we live at here, it's not like that, you know, it's not like Chicago.
Anissa met the same fate in Madison last week, shot while riding in a car. She was 11 years old.
They won't stop killing. They won't stop it. God, can you make it better?
4 years ago, Anissa thought her words in Ragland's film would change the world and stop gun violence.
It brought me to tears right there when I was filming it. I was like, because the things that she was asking God.
Anissa continued to act in Ragland's faith-based films, always wanting to play a character that saw God. Here, playing an angel.
One video where Anissa played a role where she got shot. And she went into a coma. And when she came out the coma, she was talking about she met God.
Ragland says he just can't bring himself to post that video, but finds comfort in the thought that the happiness she felt playing an angel has reached her again.
God, can you please heal our city?
Meanwhile, the video that is out there is reaching others, adding 30,000 views on Facebook in just a few days.
She wanted it to be seen, so like I'm sad that it took this for people to see it.
Amanda Quintana, News 3 Now.
On Saturday, there will be a unity march at the Capitol in Anissa's honor, and her family will celebrate her life at Bree Stevens Field, followed by a public viewing, and we'll have full coverage of that memorial right here on News 3 Now on Saturday night.
The two teenagers who were arrested in connection with her death are now officially charged. 19-year-old Perion Carrion and 16-year-old Andre Brown, both of Madison, appeared virtually this afternoon in Dane County Court. Both are now charged with first-degree intentional homicide a week after the shooting happened. Bail for Carrion is set at more than $2.1 million. Not only is that for the homicide charge itself, but also additional cases he's facing. According to a criminal complaint, Andre Brown is the alleged shooter, and his bail was set at $1.5 million. Brown will be tried in adult court due to the severity of the crime.
New tonight, scary situation in the city of Sun Prairie after a train collides with a car. It happened near the intersection of Town Hall Road and State Highway 19. This was about 6 o'clock this evening. Investigators say the driver of a Nissan Altima crossed the tracks into the path of the train. The car sustained heavy damage, but the driver was transported to the hospital, amazingly, with only minor injuries. That driver also was cited. Now to weather, let's go to meteorologist Dana Fulton with a look at our first warn forecast. Dana?
A lot of good news as the sunshine stays around and temperatures stay pretty close to average. Now our average high is officially dropping below 80. About 79 for Madison in late August. We hit a high of 77 today, starting the day off in the 50s. Now we have a clear sky. Our Doppler track nice and quiet throughout the state. So overnight temperatures will drop to the mid-50s again. Another cool but comfortable start to the day. And then we warm right back up as the sun builds in. And we'll have plenty of sunshine tomorrow. Temperatures will be near 80 for afternoon highs. We stay dry through Friday, and there's still a chance for showers and storms on Saturday, but our rainfall totals kind of backed off just a bit for the weekend. We'll take a closer look at that rain chance in just a few minutes.
Dana, thank you. The Democratic National Convention wrapping up night 2, continuing the push for Joe Biden to defeat Donald Trump in November.
Amy Reed is live in the studio to give us the highlights.
Well, Joe Biden has officially been nominated as the Democratic Party's candidate for president after a nationwide roll call tonight. This was new this year as part of the virtual events and seems to be a big hit so far online among Democrats. We went from state to state as state party leaders pledged their delegates to either Joe Biden or Bernie Sanders. Biden easily secured the delegates needed for the nomination, and each person that spoke highlighted a different policy issue they like in Biden, from health care to broadband access. The night has focused on leadership, and former Secretary of State John Kerry highlighted what he sees as failed foreign policy from the president, while Dr. Jill Biden tried to offer hope.
Donald Trump pretends Russia didn't attack our elections. And now he does nothing about Russia putting a bounty on our troops. So he won't defend our country. He doesn't know how to defend our troops. The only person he's interested in defending is himself.
How do you make a broken family whole? The same way you make a nation whole. With love and understanding, and with small acts of kindness, with bravery, with unwavering faith. You show up for each other.
So here are 3 things you need to know about tonight. 1, the roll call is being called a success online. This was the first time we've been able to tour the country during this part of the convention, and notably, Rhode Island's representatives held a plate of calamari when they showed support for Biden. 2nd, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez seconded Bernie Sanders' nomination, but it was symbolic. She said she's still voting for Biden. In her 60-second speech, she showed her support for the more progressive policies in the Democratic Party platform, carrying that arm of the party. Finally, Democrats hit hard on leadership, primarily what they see as failed leadership from President Trump, particularly when it comes to handling the coronavirus pandemic. Now, another underlying theme we saw besides leadership was diversity, as Democrats showed new rising voices in the party. In the keynote, showed party members across the country, and host tonight, Tracy Ellis Ross, gave a shout out to Kamala Harris, becoming the first Black and first Asian American woman to become a vice presidential candidate for a major party.
Amy Reed tonight. Amy, thank you. Looking ahead at some of the other DNC highlights later this week. Tomorrow, Senator Kamala Harris will accept the nomination for vice president. Former President Barack Obama will speak, as well as Hillary Clinton, Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi, and Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers. Then on Thursday, the final day of the convention, Joe Biden will accept the Democratic nomination for president. Wisconsin Senator Tammy Baldwin will give a speech, as well as former South Bend, Indiana Mayor Pete Buttigieg.
New tonight, staff for the Wisconsin Elections Commission is recommending that rapper Kanye West be kept off the state's presidential ballot in November because he missed a deadline to submit nomination papers. The staff determined today that West and running mate Michelle Tidball missed the filing deadline. West is trying to get on Wisconsin's ballot as a third-party candidate. The commission meets on Thursday and will decide if West gets on that ballot. President Trump's son, Eric Trump, made a visit to Wisconsin today. He visited the Milwaukee Police Association following its endorsement for the president's re-election campaign. Today's visit comes a day after the president visited Oshkosh and a day before the vice president will visit Janesville.
State and county health officials say 14 more people have died in Wisconsin, putting the state's COVID-19 death toll now at 1,060. Almost 650 new cases were reported in the past 24 hours. The percent of positive cases has dropped for a second day in a row. Since yesterday, 6.3% of tests came back positive. Wisconsin residents can once again travel to Chicago without quarantining after arrival. Effective on Friday, the state will be taken off Chicago's quarantine list. Also announced today, Navy Pier says starting the Tuesday after Labor Day, the iconic tourist attraction will fully shut down for the remainder of the calendar year. It comes as the pier's nonprofit operator faces a multi-million-dollar budget shortfall spurred by substantially low visitor turnout. The pier hopes to reopen in spring of 2021, but has not announced a firm reopening date. University of Notre Dame is the latest college to change course, announcing today it is moving all undergraduate classes online effective immediately. Classes resumed last Monday. The number of cases has been rising since, with nearly 100 new cases reported in the last day on the South Bend, Indiana campus.
The USPS Postmaster General reversed course today, now saying that all of the changes being made to the Postal Service will be suspended until after the November 3rd election. Louis DeJoy made the announcement today as 20 Democratic states, including Wisconsin, announced plans to file federal lawsuits. DeJoy said that some of the deferred decisions mean that retail hours at post offices will not change. Mail processing equipment and blue collection boxes will remain in place, and no mail processing facilities will be closed. Despite the postmaster's latest announcement, the multi-state lawsuit Wisconsin joined today will continue. Members of Congress are working to pass a bill in support of the Postal Service as well. Madeline O'Neill is live at Madison's West Side Post Office with how the mail slowdown is already affecting our community. Maddie?
Well, U.S. Representative Mark Pocan says mail piling up and taking a while to be delivered to your house is the main concern he's heard from constituents here in the district over the past 3 weeks. Even with the U.S. Postmaster General suspending some of the changes associated with the disruption in mail services, Pocan wants that backed by law.
I have totally seen the effects of the mail slow down.
The Postal Service can be easy to take for granted until it's disrupted.
My big sellers, I can show those to you as well.
Rowan Dosh says the LuLaRoe products she sends to her customers have been arriving late, even getting lost.
It's been hard, and I know it's not their fault because they're horribly understaffed and not allowed to work overtime.
You know, certainly we've all felt this impact.
U.S. Representative Mark Pocan says that goes for business owners, people who need their medications mailed, and those who have been relying on the Postal Service for communication through the pandemic.
So it's having a lot more effect than just Donald Trump trying to affect an election.
A lot of voters are going to be using mail-in ballots this year. Making sure that the Postal Service continues to operate effectively is going to help make sure that our election takes place effectively.
While Wisconsin Attorney General Josh Kaul says the U.S. Postmaster General reversing course on a number of operational changes until after the election is a significant step in the right direction. The multi-state lawsuit will still continue.
We want to make sure we understand exactly what this suspension means and that there aren't going to be other harmful changes. And secondly, there have already been some harmful changes.
Dosh hopes issues are addressed so things can go back to normal.
I'd like the delays to stop.
Pocan says the House of Representatives will vote on a bill Saturday that would block some of those recent changes at USPS, as well as allocate $25 billion to the Postal Service. He and Kaul urge those who are going to vote by mail to request the ballot early and send it back early, assuring that their vote will be counted.
Still to come tonight, we'll check back in with Dana Fulton and a look back 15 years ago today, remembering the Stoughton tornado. Plus, a state of emergency declared in California as more than 24 wildfires continue to burn. We'll have the latest next.
Get the refrigerator you've always wanted now at the Brothers Main Big Deal Refrigerator Sale. Save big on the latest from GE. French doors, black stainless, and smart refrigerators, all with 0% financing up to 18 months. And you'll get our risk-free 30-day price satisfaction guarantee. We make it easy to be confident in your new refrigerator. It's the Big Deal Refrigerator Sale with more selection, more savings, and more big confidence only at the Brothers Main, your local store for more since 1938.
Keep your outdoor gatherings dry or out of the sun with Shelter Logic at Menards. This 10 by 20 canopy provides excellent protection from the elements and is built with durable steel. Pick it up now for $79.99 after 11% rebate. Protect your boats and campers with RV and marine antifreeze. It has superior burst-proof protection down to -50 degrees Fahrenheit. $199 after 11% rebate at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Come in today for Rubens' annual leather event. Rubens has received generous discounts from all our fine leather suppliers. Natuzzi, American Leather, and many other manufacturers have allowed Rubens to give you up to 10% off on all leather furniture. Rubens' downtown store and Westside store have many pieces that are available for immediate delivery. Remember, all interior design services are complimentary. Stop into either Rubens today for our leather event.
I want a client who comes in to feel comfortable and to know that their case is in good hands so they can relax and get on with their life as best as they can and let me do the fighting for them. That's how I want them to feel.
Gingras, Thompson & Walks.
The Ford Summer Sales Event is here with great offers on a huge selection, like 0% APR financing for 72 months across the Ford lineup. And get peace of mind with the Ford Promise. It's summer, so grab the family and head out. It's easier now during the Ford Summer Sales Event. Right now, get 0% APR financing for 72 months, plus the peace of mind of the Ford Promise. See your local Ford dealer today.
For students heading back to in-person classes this year, how will mealtimes be different? One local district has been testing out a safer meal plan this summer. Will it work in the fall?
We are adhering to all of those guidelines in the best way that we most possibly can.
On the next News 3 Now this morning. They're the best-kept secrets of Madison's concerts on the square.
Hi, I'm Andrew Sewell, Music Director of the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra. Join us as we get closer to the musicians who make concerts on the square something special.
Wednesdays on Live at 4. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. Payless is making a comeback more than a year after the company filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Today, the company announced plans to reopen 300 to 500 freestanding stores across the continent over the next 5 years. The brand had closed around 2,000 stores in North America when it filed for bankruptcy. The 5 finalists for the design of a new Mississippi state flag were unveiled today. The commission will choose a design on September 2nd. Then voters in November will get final approval. If they vote to approve it by a majority, then the design will become the next flag to represent the state. If they don't, then the process will start again for a vote next September. Mississippi retired its flag last month that contained Confederate insignia.
California Governor Gavin Newsom declared a state of emergency tonight. At least 27 wildfires are raging across the state. The governor says that will ensure the state receives vital resources to fight those fires, which have intensified temperatures from an already serious heat wave that rolled in over the weekend. President Trump traveled back to the Midwest today, getting an update on the widespread damage left by a major storm in Iowa last week. He attended a roundtable in Cedar Rapids with the FEMA administrator, acting Secretary of Homeland Security, Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds, both of Iowa's senators, as well as local and state officials. The governor said 500,000 households are still without power a week after that storm hit. We saw our share of major damage 15 years ago tonight in southern Wisconsin. Stoughton and the town of Pleasant Springs saw the worst of it, and Dana has more.
This is video from that night, August 18th, 2005. 15 years ago, the largest outbreak of tornadoes in Wisconsin, that tornado going through Stoughton and EF3. That record outbreak stretching well across the state, 27 confirmed tornadoes on the ground that day. The Stoughton tornado specifically the strongest on the ground for 23 minutes from 6 in the evening till just after 7 o'clock. It rated an EF3, wind speeds anywhere from 136 to 165 miles per hour. The path itself 20 miles long and about a half-mile wide at times. Unfortunately, there was one fatality and more than 20 people were injured. And again, 27 tornadoes on the ground in that one day. Usually in August, over the course of the entire month, we average 3 tornadoes, and we're right at the very top of Tornado Alley. So we do get a lot of tornadoes in Wisconsin. As you can see, our average in June, almost 8. However, our tornadoes usually are an EF0 or EF1, very weak strength, still causing damage to trees and some siding, but usually not that strong. An EF3, quite a strong destructive tornado passing through in Stoughton, and that's why it's such a marker in the history books for us in Wisconsin. Now, overnight, we're calm, and for the next several days, we're going to continue to stay calm. Sunshine and temperatures pretty close to average. Overnight, we'll fall into the 50s, so a very comfortable start to the day. In the mid-50s early in the morning. Afternoon highs will be near 80 degrees with sunshine. Temperatures overnight falling close to 60 again for early Thursday, and then Thursday afternoon, we're expecting partly sunny skies with those highs bouncing right back up to the low 80s. Our breeze, as you can see, coming from the southwest, so high temperatures Thursday and Friday might be just a degree or 2 warmer than where we were at today and tomorrow, but not expecting a big jump in our temperatures through the rest of the week, nor as we look ahead to next week. Our rain chances have backed off a little bit for Saturday, though. It seems likely much of that's going to stay to the north. Early Saturday morning, some clouds dipping south. Variably cloudy skies likely in the afternoon, but only a slight chance for showers and thunderstorms for Saturday afternoon and evening right now. We really could use the rain. Things are just a little dry and crusty outside. Our temperature trend not likely swinging one way or the other. We'll stay pretty close to average as we look over the next 10 days. Tomorrow close to 80 and partly sunny, so still warm outside, still very August, very summer, but not too toasty, and thankfully not too humid either. 80 degrees for Wednesday, partly sunny skies Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We'll stay close to 80 into the weekend. Now, there is that slight chance for showers and thunderstorms on Saturday. It'll definitely be a good day. Just to keep the phone on hand, check your radar real quick with our weather app before you head out on the lake or trying to go for a quick jog with the dog. Next week, most of it should stay dry. Our next chance for showers starting to creep back in by the end of the week. We'll have a chance for rain and thunderstorms.
Not bad for August.
Not bad for August at all, yes. I will take 80 over 90 any day. And if you're a fan of the warm weather, we had that in July, and at least it's not too cool yet.
All right. Thank you.
Yes.
Well, just heading sports. The Brewers saved their bats for the 9th. Could the Crew use a late game rally and steal one in Minnesota? Zach will tell us next in sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Dear Penny, heads we stay local, tails we hit the road. With a new Toyota, you'll always land a winner. Your friends, Toyota.
Get 1.9% financing for 60 months on a new 2020 RAV4 or RAV4 Hybrid. Toyota.
Check it out.
You'd be crazy to do this stroke.
But even crazier to do that drunk. Drive sober on your wheels.
And we mean all your wheels.
These deals are amazing.
I know. How do we get them?
Okay, we have to be very subtle about asking, like this.
Like this?
No, like this.
Actually, you don't have to do any of that. We have great deals for everyone.
Even without the...
You would have gotten it anyway.
Cool.
If you've forgotten what a fair deal sounds like, let us remind you. Switch to US Cellular and get $700 off the latest smartphones with no activation fee. US Cellular. Upgrade to fair.
Arby's 2 for $6 everyday value menu is here. Choose from a crispy chicken sandwich, a gyro, and a beef and cheddar. Any 2 for only $6 every day. Tell your friends, tell your family, yell it from the rooftops, baby. Call that guy who still owes you $6. Arby's, we have the meat.
Gene, did you know Geico is now offering an extra 15% credit on car and motorcycle policies?
That's great.
That's 15% on top of what Geico could already save you. So what are you waiting for? John Stamos to knit you a scarf?
All finished, Gene. Enjoy.
Thank you.
I give.
The stitch work is impeccable.
That's just a double fleck pattern with a reverse garter stitch. No big deal.
Is your hair this soft?
Softer.
Geico. Save an extra 15% when you switch by October 7th.
In these trying times, we're here for moms. Hy-Vee Aisles Online has more pickup and delivery times that fit your schedule, so you have more time to be the boss, chauffeur, doctor, hairstylist, chef, cleaning lady, storyteller, and, depending on how back to school time goes, teacher. With all the roles you play, it's time to let us be your grocery shopper, so you can have more time for work time, school time, playtime, dinner time, and me time. Hy-Vee Aisles Online. We're here for moms.
Dear Penny, heads we stay local, tails we hit the road. With a new Toyota, you'll always land a winner. Your friends, Toyota.
Get $1,500 customer cash on a new 2020 Highlander or Highlander Hybrid. Toyota.
After taking 3 of 4 from the NL Central Division leading Cubs, the worst thing happened to the Brewers. They had a day off, and those good vibes of 3 straight wins seem to have left Milwaukee. The Crew opening up a 3-game series with the Twins. Brewers didn't have a hit in this one until the 9th inning. They're down 3-0, bases loaded for Keston Hiura, and he delivers a blooper to center to give the Brewers on the board. Then later in the inning, it just got weird. Bases still juiced. Jed Jerko grounds one to short for an easy double play, except to throw to first off the glove. Christian Yelich comes on home to score, and the game is tied at 3. This one still tied in the 10th. On paper, the Bucks are the best team in the NBA. They have the best record, the best player, and the top seed in the East. So the Magic, who Giannis and company swept in the regular season, shouldn't be a problem. Well, the bubble hasn't been much fun for Milwaukee. 3-5 since the restart, and Orlando took advantage in Game 1. Bucks trailed by 10 at the break. Giannis trying to bring them back, spinning and winning for 2 of his 31. That cuts the lead to 3. But the Magic answered every run with a run of their own. And Brook Lopez sums up the game with that look. Bucks lose by 12 to the 8 seed. Not a good look for the Deer.
We're all competitive, so it's not a good feeling. You know, we got to figure it out. That's what good teams do. We got to find out a way to continue to be the team that we were before this whole, pandemic goes. So we got to do a little soul searching, but I think we'll be fine.
Ever since the NFL draft, questions have been circling around Aaron Rodgers. How will he treat Jordan Love? Are his days numbered as a Packer? And will he show up with something to prove? 3 days into camp, it's pretty much business as usual for A-Raj, except for the fact that the Packers QB1 is a little more upbeat. But don't take my word for it. Hear from backup quarterback Tim Boyle.
To be quite honest with you, I think this is probably the best training camp, the best mood I've seen him in training camp. Not that he's been in bad moods, but he's spunky, he's throwing jokes around. I think a part of it is the comfort level of the offense.
I'll tell you what, he's been so much fun to be around, not only on the field, but in the meeting room as well. And he's bringing great energy. He's been super positive.
Former Badger Vince Beagle was carted off the field today at Miami's training camp, and the early reports aren't good. ESPN is reporting that he tore his Achilles and will miss the entire 2020 season. The Beagle was entering his second year with the Dolphins. And former Badger women's soccer star Rose Lavelle is heading across the pond to play in the Women's Super League in September. Lavelle officially signed with Manchester City, one of the best teams in the league. We're back after this.
The young lady from Cincinnati with a lovely finish.
Wild Easttown Honda has clearance savings on over 400 new Hondas. Get 0% financing for up to 60 months on your favorite new Hondas at Wild Easttown Honda in Madison. It's gotta be wild.
At Pick and Save, we give you more ways to save on the fresh you love, like the Pick and Save app. It combines personalized coupons, fuel points, and weekly sales for the best deals. From meat to fruits and veggies to milk to whatever is in that. We've always given you more ways to save, and now those savings are even better than ever. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
It's the end of summer and Mother Nature is still bringing the heat. We're in a summer daze. Why not sleep better at night, find cool comfort in your family room, or extend the season on your porch with a quality ceiling fan from Madison Lighting? They're all on sale right now. Reduce your energy costs in summer and winter with a ceiling fan like this. Hurry and save during Madison Lighting's last ceiling fan sale of summer. Sale ends August 29th.
Packer scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery can turn into all sorts of fun things. Like 2 club-level seats to every Packers home game for the next 2 years. Just by mailing in $5 of non-winning Packers scratch games to enter the bonus drawing, or there's a chance to instantly win cash prizes. Packers scratch games. Watch the excitement unfold.
To fix the economy, we have to get control over the virus. I'm releasing a plan to save lives in the months ahead. We need increased federal support for testing, doubling the number of drive-through testing sites. We absolutely need a clear message from the very top of our federal government that everyone needs to wear a mask in public. Every single frontline worker should have the personal protective equipment that they need to be safe. We need to support schools and child care programs so parents, if and when they can return to work, are confident that their children will be safe and cared for. And finally, we need to protect the populations most at risk, our seniors, vulnerable populations with pre-existing conditions. We need real plans, real guidelines with uniform nationwide standards. It's a simple proposition, folks. We're all in this together. We got to fight this together. We'll emerge from this stronger because we did it together. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Wild Easttown Honda has clearance savings on 400 new Hondas. Lease a new all-wheel drive CR-V for $269. That's $269 and absolutely zero due at signing at Wild Easttown Honda in Madison. It's gotta be wild.
This portion of News 3 Now is sponsored by SHOPKO Optical. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Finally tonight, the Girl Scouts have unveiled a new cookie flavor. It's called French Toast. Well, actually, it's French Toast flavor. Starting in 2021, you'll be able to order what they are calling it Toast Yay. The bread-shaped cookies look like miniature slices of French toast topped with icing. Girl Scout cookie season officially begins in January.
Everything good starts in January.
The countdown is on.
2020 is over.
There you go.
Let's go to Dana. Final check.
We're going to be close to 80 degrees for tomorrow. Partly sunny skies for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. A slight chance for showers and thunderstorms on Saturday, but much of the 10-day stays nice and dry. As we look ahead to next week, afternoon highs stay close to average, near 80 degrees with partly sunny skies. And our next chance for measurable rainfall will start to creep back in towards the end of next week. We'll have a chance for showers and thunderstorms as we get towards the following weekend.
All right, Dana, thank you. And thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10.
Do something good. Be well. And we'll see you back here tomorrow.
Now, a WISC-TV editorial with editorial director Neil Heinen.
As Madisonians once again consider the importance of investing in our schools, the University of Wisconsin is also investing in the future of education. Tuesday, the UW School of Education launched a bold and needed new program to attract and support new teachers and, importantly, to keep them here in Wisconsin. The Wisconsin Teacher Pledge is an initiative to support over 1,500 students in the school's teacher education programs, paying for tuition, fees, testing certification, and other costs for those with greater financial need. In return, graduates pledge to teach for 3 to 4 years in a pre-K through 12th grade class in Wisconsin. The pledge is one part of an ambitious, comprehensive 10-year plan to bolster the School of Education and address the staffing challenges of schools in Wisconsin and around the nation, as well as build a more diverse and effective teacher workforce. We hope and trust donors will step up. This is a pledge to which we should all commit.